Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we see a 2000 point game of Ultramarines versus Daemons on this very brutally battered Imperial Forge world. So what's been going on here is the Ultramarines have been defending this outpost for ages. As you can see, Ultramarines ship has fallen down, been shot out of the sky by probably a soul grinder or some sort of warp fire. And now this is the sort of final stand for the planet. It's the final standpoint. So fail, the planet falls. We have dog. YouTube likes dogs. Wee!
Puppy!
Look, happy boy. Alright, so as you guys just saw, the Space Wolves are making a return this week as Barnsley. No. So, yeah. This video, as I said, is Ultramarines versus Daemons. It's got a nice little mix of Nurgle Slanesh. It's an interesting thing, given you've got speed and elegance, and then thick.
I think that's the best way to put it.
Smelly, well, smelly nice, smelly poo-poo.
Well,
very professional. So, yeah, today's mission we
have taken hold and raised banners, and then the mix is tipping point.
The deployment's tipping point.
Oh, deployment's
yeah, the twist is raised banners, which is the battle line units can do an action effectively on an objective. Yeah, whereas, yeah, a battle line hold at the end of the time, get an extra point for each objective you do.
Yeah, then the deployment's a weird zigzag.
Yeah.
Thing. So
tipping point. So it's like before you had the diagonal one, we've now got the zigzag, which obviously I think they implemented for Knights players supposedly. But it's going to be a fun game. Yeah? Slightly weird terrain, but we're doing fun games here. Not competitive at the moment. Yeah, slightly more interesting armies. I'm running an army I haven't done before. Aaron's run
a mix of stuff I have used and haven't used. I'm trying to implement stuff.
Yeah, but you haven't done. He's running the Slanesh detachment. Was it Legion of Excess?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm doing the Ironstorm Spearhead, so Iron Hand style, even though I've got Ultramarines. And he's got Nurgle in a Slanesh army. So, but we'll see what happens, see what goes. We'll run through the army lists.
Money. I ain't got that much.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, see what goes, and we'll run through the army lists in just a second. So this is my 2000 point Ultramarines army. It's actually 1965 points because I couldn't figure out the extra 35 points of models.
You said 1965?
Yeah. Yeah, 1965 points total.
Oh, fuck.
So it's my first time running the Armstrong Spearhead. It'll be a lot of stratagems that I've never used before, but we'll see what happens. We're all sort of spicing it up for the channel. Plus, this is most of the stuff I've got painted for my Ultramarines. There is some more, but this is a good chunk of stuff. So, for the army, we've got a Space Marine Terminator captain, who is actually the captain that's in the Leviathan box. I can't remember his name for the life of me, or any other names I've given these units, but we'll run through them in the game. So, he has got the Flesh is Weak, so he gets a 4-up Funa Pain for the whole game. We've then got a Terminator Ancient and a Cannon Monster. And the Ancient has got, I believe he's got the vehicle buff, so which Master of the Machine War, that's it. So it allows the vehicle unit to fall back, shoot and charge or something like that without penalty. We then have them attached to 10 Terminators. So, nice little tanky blob. Next up, we've got a Space Marine Judicia, who is filling in as a company champion, but date sheaves wise, he's a Judicia, and he's attached to 10 Assault Intercessors, which are going to be jumping in Land Raider Gladius. Yes, that's the name of the Land Raider, not the type of Land Raider. It is a regular Godhammer Land Raider, but after looking at some of the lore for the first company, which this all is apart from one Dreadnought, which is actually third company, just named the Land Raider after in-law vehicle. So yeah, even though I think that's technically a third company name, but
yeah, it is
more characters. Yeah, more characters. We've got a Terminator Librarian with 10 Terminators.
5. Maths.
Many Terminators, as an orc would say. 5 Terminators, and then we've got a Primaris Tech Marine who's got. It's not the target augury web. It's the other one
where they can attack to 0 once per game.
where they can blanket damage once again for a vehicle within 6. So, and as you can see, we've got 5 vehicles. We've got 1 ballistas, a redemptor with plasma. I know he's got grenades on him, but he's got storm bolters. He's got an onslaught cannon and then the Icarus pod. A brutalis, who's going to go in and wreck some face, try and wrestle some of the other demons.
Hopefully.
And then 1 more ballistas, as well as the land raider. So
normal land raider, right?
Yeah, standard land raider, hunter killer, storm bolter. So it's shaping up to be quite a fun army, to be honest. Liking the look of it. A lot of Terminators. Literally my style.
Lots of armour.
My style of Space Marines is either Terminators or Flamers.
Yeah.
Pretty much depends if I'm doing 3rd or 1st company. So, but yeah, and we have of course got the essentials. Stephen Box, I know you'd be proud of me bringing the White Monster to the 40k game.
Yeah, if he actually replies to it, that's going to be brilliant.
Yeah, of course it will. I'm an MVP. I'm on his thing.
Oh yeah,
I've got that shirt.
Aren't you?
Shirt and the pin badge. So
Tag him in this. See what
we'll
happens.
see. Yeah, Stephen Box, love you, Daddy. On to Demons.
Okay, so on to the demon side. I'm running the Legion of Excess mixed with a little bit of Nurgle, so Slash and Nurgle. I have 1,975 points. So, working through the list, we've got 3 blocks of 6 Nurglings. We have Shilaxi Hellbane, which is my Warlord. We have a block of 10 Plague Bearers with the Poxbringer. This is conversion, obviously, but don't judge it. He's sensitive. Then we have 10 Demonettes with the Inferno and Raptress. She has the upgrade of a 6-inch aura of +1 to hit for all Slash models in melee, excluding monsters. We have 2 units of 5 Seekers, 1 block of 3 Fiends, that's it, sorry. Then we have a Demon Prince of Slash on foot.
I thought you looked at me to ask what your models were called.
I'm tired. But yeah, then we got Rotigus, big man himself. Yeah, Demon Prince. And we have a Keeper of Secrets. She has the upgrade of, at the end of the 5 phase, if she was able to kill at least 1 model, she heals D3 wounds, which is a nice little thing. So, Legion of Excess, what it does is, if your unit has 5 first, which like 1 or 2 units in the game do, you can sacrifice that for reroll hit rolls and wound rolls instead. But besides that, all Slash models can fall back and charge, which is really useful. But overall, it's just a mix. Hopefully some stratagems will help, and we'll see how it fares against immense shooting power.
White Scars Demons. So remember, White Scars in 9th edition used to have fallback and advance and charge still.
Yes, they did. I remember playing them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I used Ravenwing, but there was some sort of biker army that could zip around the board. And
probably Ravenwing.
Yeah.
I remember Ravenwing doing that. Either way, hopefully this is going to be an amazing game. Unfortunately, I won't be here for a while because I'm off on a little holiday for 2 weeks. So by the time this comes out, I will probably be back and we could continue making content. Either way, it's going to be an amazing game today. See you on the board.
So we're now deployed for our game. The Ultramarines, well, the Demons actually won the roller for attacker defender and chose to go as the attackers. So we've got an Ultramarine defense line been formed behind the Bastion. So for army wise, we've got the Land Raider Terminators sort of lined up here. Some nice little assault force here, getting completely flashed out from behind by the window. The Tech Marines nestled in here behind his Dreadnought buddies, so he can sort of buff either of these two. Gets low enough so he can't be shot from all of the shooting in the Demons army, which is like 4 models, 4 or 5 models.
I have
minimal. It's like a few models.
I have
not
like,
many.
What I have the half with 24-inch range las cannon, like a single shot.
Yeah.
They have psychic. Raugus, the in Deep Strike, has a 12-inch flamer.
Yeah.
And the Demon Print has like a
minimal shooting,
bolter kind of thing.
Minimal shooting. So, but nice little Dreadnought bubble here. Well, of course, I want to shoot you from range, which this terrain somewhat allows, but also tough dudes. So,
yeah,
Dreadnought bubble. Terminators here. We've got the Ancient with the upgrade that's in range of all these dreadnoughts and the tank apart from that dreadnought. And then we've got lone unit Terminators with the Librarian just to sort of put some sort of offense on this side. Maybe base out some Demons and then get countercharged by Brutalis. So, yeah, like the deployment. I was tempted to put the Land Raider in the middle, but I thought let's sort of do a flanking maneuver, have him run around here and then
You got a block of 10
shoot.
dudes in there, anyway,
And
don't you?
yeah, so in here, as I said earlier, we've got the 10 Assault Intercessors and the Judicia in the tank. So some funky shenanigans, I think, get charged.
Hopefully.
And on the Demon side, got 5 Seekers, 10 Demonettes, 1, 2, 3 units
so
of
I've
6
got a line,
Nurglings.
block here, which is fun.
Shalaxi.
3 Fiends.
Fiends.
Demon Prince on foot, obviously with a 6-inch aura stealth, and then another block of Fiends. Plague Bearers. Plague Bearers on an objective with the little dude.
Maybe some Poxwalkers.
Yeah.
Not quite. And then
I've been too focused on my Death Guard.
yeah, and then the other Keeper of Secrets as well.
Yeah. Hopefully, we will get some more armies done soon. Death Guard and ironically Carcharodons are on my roster. And for Ben, what are you working on?
Currently working on World Eaters, and then Gene Carter is in my future plans. So I made a deal with Aaron that if he does Carcharodons and commits to it, I'll commit to Gene Carter again. So
this is like the only Space Marine army I'm going to have. I've been on and off Space Marines, and Carcharodons are just way too cool to pass up, especially with some of the custom models going around there.
Yeah, so he's looking to get a few official GW units.
Yeah.
That definitely aren't from 3D print websites. So. But yeah, should be an interesting army.
That's because they're not spreading out. They're just focusing on all classic Space Marine stuff. They're not actually spreading out as they should be.
Yeah.
Because I would have a much wider player base.
Definitely.
Like, ask most people that actually like our characters. They want official models.
Yeah. Because
I hate to say, Tyberus the Red Wake model is really bad from Forge World.
Yeah.
So.
It doesn't even exist anymore. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think it was a made to order or something.
Continued but it was about this big.
Yeah.
And he is 12 foot tall on his armor, and an average Terminator is about 10 at most.
So, yeah. Hopefully upgrade soon. We'll see.
Just ranting on now.
Yeah, should note now. Yeah, exactly. Autistic rants from the Spectrum boy himself.
Hell yeah.
So I should note quickly, with terrain in that, obviously, it's not all painted. We'll obviously get working through it. If you're here for a fun game, then we're here to provide. If you're not here for a fun game, what are you doing here? Why are you even watching the video? If you want fun,
grab a
stay.
Monster, grab a snack. Just if you want to watch.
Specifically, White Monster. Nothing else. Nothing else allowed. The gym energy.
I need to hit the gym.
You need to hit something. Probably some Ultramarines.
Yeah.
So, for terrain wise, actual how it's going to interact in the game. Basically, everything's ruins. So ruins, ruin.
Yeah.
Focus is going weird. These will all be like line of sight, so if you can see somewhere behind it, you can, but obviously you get cover. Same with the crates and this.
This is blocked out.
Yeah, so blocked out. We're not going to be able to get in it or anything, but it'll be the same rules as like basically a mountain, so you can walk around it and it gives cover.
Yeah,
and
so
the trench lines and pipes will all count as barricades as well.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's good, mate.
And then for this, we're saying you get cover if you're in it, but other than that, we're not going to apply any other rules to it for movement and such, just because it's already an interesting piece. It's basically just counting as a crater. You might see it move a little bit during the game, just because of bases and such, but we'll try and keep it around the same area.
Yeah, if that happens, I am sorry.
Well, if it moves for the sake of Shalaxi actually getting somewhere, she can't land on top of it.
Well, she's got a 14-inch move.
Wobbly model syndrome. We'll just move the terrain. So, yeah. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to see who's going first. So let's dice off.
See what happens.
Who wants to go first? Who do you think would benefit more? I think it benefits me more.
I think it would benefit you more, but the problem is I want you to come closer to me. As soon as you move closer, I'm going to be able to pounce on you with my movement. Yeah. That's the only difference.
So in a sense, we both want me to go first.
Don't scouting units go before.
Yeah. No, you roll them in scout.
Okay.
So
ready?
Verdict is we both want me to go first. Something tells me that something the rolls are going to say the other way. Right, let's go.
3.
Demons get a 3. Ultramarines get a 6.
I'm fine with that. I'm
so,
cool with that.
Move on to turn 1 for the Ultramarines.
first, I need to scout some units.
Yes, well, that will happen. We'll see what happens as and when.
Yeah.
So, turn 1 Ultramarines. Let's have it. So, we're now headed into the Ultramarines shooting phase. This is the results after the movement phase. And we're going to run back even further to the command phase, where the Ultramarines drew engage on the fronts and establish locus. So it's doing action in the middle or in the enemy deployment. Not happening. But engage on the fronts is likely to be scored by some intercessors, which are going to, well, they jumped out the Land Raider immediately with the Judicia. They're going to bolt up into these Seekers and then snag the objective afterwards.
The Seekers scouted to the left and the right. That's basically it.
So sneakers,
Sneakers.
sneakers, the trainers,
I've got to put some Jordans.
the Air Max 97s have pressed up on the side of them.
I really want to put some Jordans on.
Not sponsored by Nike.
Yeah, not sponsored by Nike, not sponsored by Monster, not sponsored by anyone.
Sponsored by.
Hopefully.
Good times. So these guys scouted, they scouted. The Brutalis Dreadnought was the target for the Ancients Machine War upgrade, so he can advance and shoot basically Nurgling because he's out of range of Shalaxi, who is the Oath of Moment target. So reels to hit and +1 to wound, loving it, which should come into play quite a bit because I've got things like the Land Raider and 2 ballistas which get real hits anyway, but both of them can see
and a big ass
bit of Dakar.
Macroplasma.
And then that's definitely going to have some play. Be hitting on 3s, rerolling,
hitting on 4s,
possibly sustained or stuff like that. So there's some shenanigans to go there. So, but yeah, basically just pressing up the board, looking to score some primary in later turns. So, as far as shooting is concerned, I think we will start with the Land Raider. We're just going to put the last cannons and the Hunter Killer into Shalaxi, and everything else is going to go into the Seekers.
So I'm going to quickly pop a strat.
Yeah.
It's a Slanesh one that happens in any phase. I pick one target, one friendly Slanesh model within 12. Any incoming damage, each individual one. So, like for example, let's say a Macroplasma came in and damaged 3 and it went through. I can pick this unit, and they take that many mortal wounds instead. Yeah. Obviously, it has to go straight through to their save.
You're shunting the damage, so they've got to go past the save and the feel no pain, and their damage is then inflicted on the other unit.
Wounds,
mortal wounds for a
unit.
unit.
Shalaxi is the thing you're targeting. I'm going to pick her, and the Keeper of Secrets is going to be my target for this.
Nice.
Because she has the Shining Shield instead of a Whip, so she also has a 5 of no pain against those mortal wounds. Yes, that is how
we will double check the rules on that. But let's do the shooting attacks. So, last cannons, hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 4s, stealth from the Demon Prince, please.
No hits anyway, and rerolls. Nice. 2 hits.
Sweet.
Strength 12, so wounding on 2 with +1.
T10.
Wounding on 2s with +1 to wound. That's 1 wound, and I'm going to use my reroll for Iron Storm. Nice. 1 wound. Fails a save. And damage is 6. We'll do a quick rules check for the other stuff, and we'll come back to you guys in a second. So it turns out that even though we said we'd have a nice friendly game, Aaron's been sneaky with some Slanesh stuff. So we'll do some Feel No Pains in a second. Yeah. All right, Feel No Pain time. So it's 6 damage total.
Through. She has a 5 of Feel No Pain.
Nice.
I'll take 4.
And then 4 mortal wounds on the Keeper of Secrets.
And she also has a 5 of Feel No Pain. So she takes 3 wounds in total. Nice. And so this Keeper of Secrets is now down to 15. I've got that. It's all good.
Cool. All right. And now the Hunter Killer Missile, hitting on 3s. Hits for once. That's a nice change. 4s, but it's a 6 anyway. And
down to 15.
Wounds on your invuln save.
Makes sense.
Passes it. Nice. Okay. We'll do all the little lesser shots from the tank and the bolt pistols into them in a second, because I've got a feeling they're going to do basically nothing. So, after that, the Land Raiders Heavy Bolter managed to pop 1 Seeker and Sneaker, sorry. And the Assault Intercessor decided to shoot into the Nurglings, popping 1 base. Moving to the next shooting attack, I'm going to have the Ballistas Dreadnought here into Shalaxi as well. Clarification, line of sight, definitely see her.
She does have line of sight.
So, hitting on 4s.
4s, yes.
Actually, no, you had +1 to hit, so 3s. So 1 hit.
Who had +1 to hit?
2 hits. This one from the Tech Marine.
Okay.
So
So
2 hits.
2 hits, winning on
Twos.
twos.
With layers cannons. 2 wounds.
2 falls up. Ouch.
Both fail. That is 2d6 plus 1 damage each. If I want to focus.
Well, 1.
There we go. So I'm going to reroll that for the ability. Nice.
I'm fine with that.
So that is 7 damage total.
7. I need 1 more dice.
I'll do the missiles as well, and then we can do Fiona Paint off camera.
Yeah.
So 2 missiles. 2 hits. Strength 10, so plus 1 to wound makes it 3s. That is no wounds. And we do the Fiona Paint off camera in a second. So we did both ballistas off camera. Well, we saw the hit rolls with him, did his hit rolls as well. And in total, Shalaxi still took no damage.
My keeper is on 9 though.
So the keeper is now down to 9 wounds left because of double Fiona Paint shenanigans.
It's funny.
Yeah, so next unit we're going to shoot is going to be the Redemptor, Shalaxi, with everything that can, and then the lesser shots will go into that unit of Nurglings in the building.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So d6 plus 1 shots on the plasma. 4 shots, I'll take that.
That's not too bad.
Hitting on 4s and rerolls. Nice.
Okay.
I should have gone for that strat on that as well. Oh well. 4 hits.
Now roll that to wound.
Winning on 4s.
Exactly.
2 wounds. I'm going to use the army reroll for 2 wounds still.
Okay.
And you're involved.
4s.
Both fail. 6 damage total.
Feel no pain. 1. And then feel no pain. That's 4. She's down to 5.
Nice. Awesome. And then
My rolls aren't too good today.
we'll do the little shocks into the Nurglings off camera as well. So
Yeah, it's fine.
So if there's anyone out there who can confirm rules for this, just leave a comment down below. And feel free to comment for which armies you'd like to see on the channel as well. We've got a small mix of things, but we'll do what we can. So yeah, but we'll do the little shots on the Redemptor and come back to you, probably with the Terminator squad. So we did a little bit of rolling off camera, as you can tell from Aaron's laughter. The Terminators managed to absolutely obliterate the Nurglings there, so that's first unit killed. But Librarian's taken some mortal wounds because he failed his hazardous check. So
he's on 2.
that's fine, yeah. That's 2. Cool. And now we've got the dog in the background that's barking his head off. So I think the next thing I'm going to shoot will be the Brutalis into the other unit of Nurglings. Just get it out of the way.
Because they're just out. He's just out of the keepers, aren't they?
But he's an 18 for rapid fire with his stubbers. So hitting on 3s.
Hit on 4s, please.
4s.
You should be
Hitting on
within
4s.
6 inches. Yes, you are.
So 2 misses. And strength 4, so winning on 3s with twin linked.
How many good, sir?
3 wounds, sir.
3 wounds.
AP 1, damage 1.
Makes 1.
Nice.
So 1
damage
Nurgling.
apiece. And then
That's
the
2 wounds.
twin multi-melter. It's going to shoot, hitting on 4s as well. That is a cock dice.
Aye.
1 hit. And wounds.
Does he save a melter to the face? No. Damage?
D6 will just be a 1. So 2.
Ooh, yeah.
Deaded.
Well done, you killed one.
Nice. For those asking, he's got the why he advanced and still managed to shoot an upgrade from the Terminator Ancient. Alright, well after all that, the last thing I'm going to do is put the rest of these shots from the Terminators into those Nurglings.
You really hate Nurglings now, don't you?
I've got my reasons. So maybe we'll see that army on the channel.
It's definitely not me.
Yeah, of course. So that would be fun though, just put on the channel.
Well,
56 Nurglings.
Well, 54.
54 Nurglings.
The battle line, you can run 6 blocks of 9. I hate to say it, I have 54 Nurglings and I've run them in a list. It's not fun. It's really not fun to face because I've faced quite a lot of armies with it. I've faced Astra Minotaur, I've faced World Eaters, I've faced Blood Angels, Necrons, and so far we found in 2K game nothing could shift 54 Nurglings, and there's always more than half left every time, but just because they keep healing.
Yeah.
So
infinite Nurgling glitch.
I'm almost finished painting those. So we should be able to
see them
finish
soon. See them soon. Yeah.
Another future project.
Awesome. So shoot the Terminators off camera, and we'll get back to you in the charge phase. So moving into the charge phase now. The Terminators here managed to kill 3 of the Nurglings. So unfortunately, Demon Prince shenanigans made him harder to hit. But I did pop a strat. Normally 2 CP dropped by 1 from the captain to give them all sustained. I think it was called Mercy's Weakness. Moving on to the charge phase now. The 10 Assault Intercessors. I'm going to charge the Seekers. Need 8, if I had to guess.
I would say...
That's a 7. We'll check that off camera.
I would say that makes...
So checked it off camera, it was a 7 in charge indeed. So we now have a nice little melee scrap. First charge of the game, turn 1. Loving it.
It's the only charge of the game so far.
I guess turn 1.
You're not fast enough.
Yeah. Speed. Right. So we've got the Judicia and all the everything from this unit is going to absolutely pulverise these. So we'll see what the Judicia can do. And we'll do the Assault Intercessors off camera. So 5 attack setting on 2s. And I'm going to do the reroll for the unit. 5 hits. Strength 7, so winning on 3s.
Yes, T4.
3s, rerolling saves wounds of 1 because the Assault Intercessors. That's a 1. So it's 3 wounds. Damage 2 apiece, sir.
5 up in 1.
Madness. Absolute.
Let's do that. Let's go.
Heresy madness.
Okay, so none of them die so far.
And yeah, we'll get the Assault Intercessors off camera. I'll come back to you with the damage. So this is the result of 36 chainsword attacks. Absolutely minced the Seekers. So that's second unit killed on this objective. That will score me engaged for this quarter as well. So 1, 2, 3 quarters. And for the sake of end of turn rules, I'm going to ditch the other, established locus.
Yeah.
It's doable, but I'd rather just hold on and see what other cards the dice gods are willing to give me. So on to the Demons turn. So turn 1 for Demons. At the start of the turn you drew.
I drew Cull the Horde and Storm Hostile Objective.
So I'll take this objective, look impossible, and kill these Terminator units basically. It's the only possible target for Cull the Horde.
Aye.
So a few things of note. Sticky objective on there from the Plague Bearers, so they can still shim up, steal the objective until I do strike absolutely nothing from my army, because none of it can. Well, it will start on the board. Then the Keeper of Secrets regained 3 wounds.
Yes.
Yeah, from passing the leadership test, so it's a little bit better.
Demons be demoning.
Yes. So, on to shooting phase.
I haven't got much to do, so
Okay.
we'll start with my harp. My harp's going to go into the Land Raider.
Nice.
So I've got 1 shot. She has a 6-inch aura of +1 to hit for everything except monsters.
Nice.
So I will be hitting this on 2s, 1 shot.
Nice.
Nice. This is strength 12. What is your toughness?
12.
Okay. Wounds 1 AP3, please.
So 1 5-up save. Fails
I love
it.
it. Damage 1 plus d6. Basically a las cannon.
Oi.
Oi, fucking.
4 damage, so it's down to 12 wounds.
I'll take that.
Nice. Cool. And what was the other shooting?
We will do Shalaxi Hellbane
Yes.
into the Terminators. I'm going to do her big shots. So d6. Gotta love it. Also, this is sustained 3.
Awesome.
So 2s. 2 6s. I will take that. So dropped 1 and then 1 2 back.
Nice.
This is strength 9, AP 2, damage D3.
Awesome.
I just want to check if this is hazardous.
So ignore cover as well.
I don't believe so.
Awesome.
Which is the annoying part. But wounding
for it.
on 3s. Drops 2. These are at least AP 2, damage D3 each.
So 9. 3,
3, 6, 9. Yeah.
9. Be 2
let me just
with cover. Checking cover.
This is devastating wounds.
So 9. And then 8 and then devastating wounds.
8 AP 2 damage D3. I'm not ignoring cover. No.
Okay, so 3 up saves with cover. That is 1 fail, a total of D3 damage apiece.
Yes.
So go for it. So first one, 3
One
damage.
dead.
And the dev is
2.
2 damage. Nice.
So.
Right. And then same again from the keeper.
Not quite. She still has a whip.
Nice.
To go because she'll actually Hellbane be that way. 2s. Dropping 2. Strength 6. 3s.
3s. Nice.
1 AP 1 damage 2, please.
Love it when demons fail.
And I love it when
AP 1.
Oh yeah, you got cover.
So fine.
Damn. Forgot about that.
Right.
I need to hazardous on her psychic. She's fine.
Unlike the librarian.
Aye. And then I'll do the Keeper of Secrets onto them as well.
Awesome.
I'll do the big shot. I'm pretty sure it's 9. So 9 shots. Hitting on 2s.
Nice.
Wow.
Especially love that.
That
4
was
misses.
Painful. Strength 6, AP 2, devastating wounds. And
Nice.
I've already killed 1 Terminator and 1's on 1 wound.
Yeah. No dev.
AP 2, damage 1.
So 3 up saves with cover. All fine.
Oh, damn.
The Holy Terminator armor holding strong.
That is slightly annoying, to say the least. So what I'm going to do next is... I might be able to do a little bit more there. So what I'm going to do is put the Demon Prince into... I'll put them into your Assault Terminators.
Terminators?
Yeah.
Terminators?
No.
Sorry, Intercessors.
Intercessors, sorry.
Yeah, right.
So,
let's go
3
for
attacks in on 2s. Gonna love it. Strength 5, 3s.
3s.
2. AP 1 damage 2, please.
There will be a little bit of cover with that.
Yes.
So 3 up saves. 1 fail.
Damage 2, so 1 just
1 dead Intercessor. So summary of that. 1 Terminator dead, 1 wounded, and an Intercessor has been killed.
Aye.
We will catch you in the fight phase. Alright, after the Demon's charge phase, they got 7 units in, 6 units?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 units, Marcus Lanesh. So we've got the Seekers that have charged these Terminators here.
I don't
Both
think
the
they
Greater
did
Demons are in melee with the Terminators, and Shalaxi in with the Dreadnought.
Because Dreadnought.
Yes. And then Nurglings have swamped Tank. Can we charge Barnsley? Can that happen?
What, the dog?
Yeah, charge the dog. See what happens. Tank shock on the Hound. Right, he's
What would
gone.
that be? A Gargantuan Squiggle or something?
Probably. So Nurglings has charged the tank. And over here we've got 2 units that have charged.
Fiends and Demonettes.
Yeah. 2 units that have charged the Intercessors. Really trying to press for this objective.
Well, I
And
need to.
mess with melee and gum up my tanks as well. Not fun. Fortunately though, these guys got to fight first because of the Judicia. So they're going to try and do some swinging.
Fiend's ability.
Yes?
-1 to hit, please.
Cool. Nice. We will. Is that -2 then because of these guys?
Oh, it's -1 to hit.
-1 to hit. And then these guys do.
-1 to hit as well. So
So
basically
it's just -1 to hit anyway.
Just
So
flat -1.
so there's no point even mentioning the Fiends thing.
Even if
Nice.
you have +1, it's still -1 to hit me.
Cool. Hitting on 3s with the Judicious Blade into the feet. So with clarification as well. 3 into the Demonettes and then 5 chainswords here, hammer and Judicious Blade. So 5 Judicious attacks into the Fiends. 3s. 1 miss. I'm going to do the reroll for it now. Nice. And then strength 7, so wounding on 3s and 4 rerolls because they're on objective. Nice. And I'm going to be sneaky and get no extra attacks. Nice. So that is 2 saves, a damage 2, and 2 devastating wounds afterwards.
5 up.
Nice.
So 1 guy dies and 1's on 2 wounds.
Nice. They're 4 wounds apiece.
Yes.
Awesome. And then we'll do the Thunder Hammer attacks into the same unit. So 3 attacks on 5s, 1 hit, wounding on 2s, 3s, wounds, AP2 damage 2 again. Fails it. So that is 2 Fiends dead. We'll do all the chainsword attacks off camera and go into the Demons fighting. So after all that, the Intercessors managed to really blend the Fiends once again. Which reveals some wounds in the objective coming in clutch. And there are now 6 Demonettes left along with the character.
Yes.
Looking to do a little bit of damage, but it'll be interesting to see if they can take the objective.
It should be fun at least.
Yeah. So, moving on, we're starting from this end, working down with the Seekers first into the Terminators.
Yep. So,
So
15 attacks, hitting on 3s.
nice.
That is okay. And then wounding on 5.
Was it only strength 4?
Yeah. But it's AP 1, damage 1, devastating wounds.
Nice.
So 1 dev, and then 3 AP 1, damage 1.
So 3 AP 1 damage 1, 3 ups. 3 up saves.
So 1
2
Terminator
fails.
deaths.
It's 1 dead Terminator.
And then I have the little attacks. They're basically just going to lick you.
Nice. The Seeker's tongues.
Hit on 4s.
Nice.
Lethals. 2 lethals. 1 hit. Doesn't even wound. 2 AP, 0 damage 1.
Okay, 2 up saves. Both pass.
Nice.
Alright, we'll resolve that in a second. What are we doing next, sir?
So Shalaxi Hellbane, might as well.
Nice.
So I'm going to do her ability for -1 to your attack characteristics. I'll do that on the Terminators.
Nice.
Just to clarify. I'm going to do her spear into your Dreadnought and her claws into the Terminators.
Nice.
So, just to clarify, Shalaxi Hellbane's ability, one of her main ability, against characters, vehicle, and monster units, she can reroll charge rolls, she can reroll hit rolls, wound rolls, and damage rolls.
Nice. 10.
So I'm going to be hitting on 2s here, rerolling.
Nice.
Strength 14, and your Dreadnought is toughness 10.
Yes.
Okay, so 3s, again, rerolling. So that is 6. I am within 6 inches of the Keeper of Secrets. So this is AP 4, damage 2 plus D6 rerollable.
6 up saves. That is all failed.
I think
I've got a feeling he's going to die
I will
Very definitely
reroll these.
into more
It's
damage.
the exact same thing. So that's
Just 2 of those will be a fail. So,
8,
Many
16,
damage.
24.
Dreadnought's dead.
Well, that's enough to kill a Stomper.
Yeah, Dreadnought's dead.
Does
So,
it explode?
I'm going to pop a strat actually, so it auto explodes.
Oh no.
So, for that, we'll do all the damage off camera and we'll come back with 2 Shalaxi's remaining attacks.
Oh yeah.
So, after all of that, the Brutalis also exploded. Did 1 wound to them, 1 wound to them, and 1 wound to each of the demons, and 3 wounds to these guys, I believe. So,
Yeah, you took 39
fun.
wounds.
yeah, it's madness. So, and then Shalaxi finished off another couple of Terminators. So now I've got the Keeper of Secrets into them. Similar attacks.
Hitting on 2s.
Nice.
Wait, let me double check because she is down to 7 now, so she might actually be bracketed. She is not. It's bracketed on 6.
Nice. So 6 hits.
Hitting on 2s. No extra abilities. Strength 8. 3s. Oh wow, that was horrific. On your invuln,
3.
please.
4 up saves. 2 fails.
2 Terminators dead.
3 damage apiece. And then
Yes.
any other attacks?
Yes, I have the claws.
Nice.
2s.
Awesome.
Oh, come on. Give me some 6s. Devastating wounds. Hey.
Nice.
So, 1 save on your Terminator.
Pass.
And then 2 dead Terminators.
Nice. So it's 4 dead Terminators just from the Keeper.
Yep.
Might need to shoot her next turn. Or either of them. Just get one of them. Get one of them dead.
And you auto-exploded to do a damage.
Yeah.
Which is all she's taken. She's on 19 wounds.
So, but we'll resolve that. We'll get on to the final fight, which is final fight for demons. Nurglings and demonettes. See you in a second.
Brilliant.
And after we had 5 Nurglings attack, they did 2 wounds to the Land Raider.
Yeah, they did
So-
something.
Poked a hole in something, I don't know, just flooded its tracks. So the next attacks we have are demonettes into the intercessors, starting with the Enraptress.
Nope, just the normal girl stuff because I got the dice out.
Nice.
So, their ability is reroll hit rolls of 1.
Yep.
When you're on objective, reroll all hit rolls.
Nice.
So, hitting on 2s because of her.
Nice.
Rerolling. All hit.
Awesome.
This is strength 4. Wounding on 4s. Devastating wounds.
nasty.
3 dev.
And
I'll
how
take
many
that.
saves are within that lot? 9?
5, 9, AP 1, damage 1, please.
9 AP 1. Hitting on 3s. Hitting on 3s, AP 1, it's 4s. So that is 3 fails, 1 damage apiece, and then 3 dev. So that is 3 dead intercessors so far.
And then the Infernal Rapturous is 5 attacks.
Yeah.
On basically the exact same thing.
That's
2s. Gotta love it. 4s, devastating wounds.
okay. 3 saves.
AP 1, damage 1.
4 ups. Made 2, or 2 fails even, and damage 1 on that. So 4.5 dead intercessors. And then we'll get some smackbacks from the Ultramarines. And after we resolve the attacks with the Demonettes, we now have the Ultramarine back, starting with Terminators. So we've got 1 Chain Fist, hitting on 4s, and wounding on 3s. I see 4, so 2s.
Yeah.
Wounding on 2s. 2 wounds, AP 2, damage 2.
5's up.
Both fail. 9 attacks from the Power Fists.
Yeah, these
are
are
dropping dice. 3s, and I believe they have sustained as well. Nice.
Yeah,
2 misses, but I get an extra 1.
They're not going to survive long.
So 1 extra attack. Strength 8, winning on 2s. That is many. That is 9, I believe. 3, 6, 9 saves. So on your Invan, if we fail, is.
Yeah, they're dead.
That is 9 dead Seekers, and he only has 3 left.
Let's do that.
So, I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. Put a bit more of a smile back in my face. Either that or the bit of cake we just had. Either or. But they will probably jump on that objective if possible. I'm going to do these guys' attack. Sorry, not them. These guys' attacks back off camera. Come back to you at the end of turn. And after resolving those attacks, I did 1 wound to Shalaxi and the Keeper. Because she didn't kill a unit. She killed models.
Yeah.
Or is it models? Okay.
It's models. Okay.
Because she killed a model.
She heals D3.
She healed D3. She got a wound back. And they didn't manage to get onto the objective. They're just outside of 3, so shame. Points wise, you managed to score Storm Hostile objective. Yeah. You've just about got 2 more OC than me. So
I've got 6 girls on
6
there.
6 Demonettes, right? And I've got 5 Intercessors. Oof. And then we've both got a character each, so just about beats me with 13 to 11. And yeah, so looking for a slightly strong start for the Demons.
Yeah, but that fight first, oh my god, that ruined me. Kill my Seekers.
Yeah, good.
No, not my Seekers, my Fiends. They
Demons are dead.
You.
Yeah, the Seekers are already dead.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So, anyway, we will see you in Ultramarines turn 2. Alright, this after the Ultramarines movement phase. During the command phase, I drew extend battle lines and behind enemy lines. Extend is basically already done, scoring that one and that one. But behind the enemy lines is going to be a tough fight. So I also scored banners at the end of my turn 1 on this objective, and Aaron scored it on that objective as well. So 1 point each there.
Irony.
Primary, I got 4 points for holding this one.
You got
5 points.
Yeah.
5 points for holding one objective. Wasn't holding any others at the time. But they've pressed up, they're on that objective for the extend, get some firepower on the Nurglings more than likely. These guys here, past the leadership, got a 10, and they've fallen back to allow for many things to get bonuses. Shalaxi is still my oath target, and the off chance Aaron does the strike again for her to take the damage. There's still going to be a lot of damage that will probably kill both of them potentially, but we'll see what happens. So, I'm going to pop going back to the command phase actually, I'm going to pop the strat for the Redemptor to have the stratagem that gives him an expanding radiator. The stratagem that gives him +1 to all of his stats basically. So it's +1 OC, +1 toughness, +1 to hit, +1 movement. So yeah. So I actually might move him in a sec so we can charge around onto the objective.
Basically went Super Saiyan. Yeah,
so super droid. So I'm actually going to move him in a second, and then we'll get onto the shooting phase for you guys. So, we're into the Ultramarines shooting phase now. The Redemptor did actually move up a little bit around this side. I did initially try and run him around here, but it was just a bit too close with the Great Demon. So he shimmied here. These guys fall back a little bit further to allow for that. And I'm now going to start shooting with the Land Raider into Shalaxi. So, starting with las cannons. Unless you're going to pop a strat. Think phase.
Does your 5 stuff has to 5 immediately?
Yes.
I'm
So the
not
rules
gonna
work.
pop it.
No. Cool. Layers cannons. Shalaxi. Hitting on 4s. And rerolling from oaths. So 3 hits. Wounding on 2s actually with oaths. Plus 1 to wound. That is insane. I'm going to do a reroll for the army and get a 1 again.
I love it.
1. Passes. Cool.
4 up in 1.
And then all the other shots will go into the Nurglings. And we'll come back to you with probably 2 ballistas into her as well. So after that, managed to kill 1 more Nurgling base and the other one's on a wound. So possible damage in melee. Now we've got ballista number 1 into Shalaxi. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits.
Last cannons, right?
Winning on 2s, yes. Last cannons. Always last cannons first. And we're going to reroll that with a new dice. Because that seems to work a bit better. So 2 wounds. That's cocked. 1 fail. 2 fail.
Damn.
That is 2d6 damage.
I'll
Plus
take that.
1 each. So that is 9 damage total.
Oh, Jesus.
And you'll feel no pain. 5s, right?
Yep.
That is not many. That's 7 wounds.
That is
7 to Shalaxi. Nice.
9, she's down to 11.
And missiles hitting on 3s with oaths. Nice. And winning on 4 3s even. 2. 1. 2 passes. Nice.
Karma.
Right. Moving on to the next ballistas. Similar thing, but hitting on 2s. Because of the Tech Marine. So it's 2 hits. And 2 wounds from the last cannon.
Oh, yeah.
1 fail again. Damage. 6 this time. 6 damage. Goes to 5 damage.
Damn.
Nice. Chip and throw. And finally the missiles. 2 hits. And winning on 3s. 1 wound. I'm going to do the reroll for the unit. 1 wound. Fails it.
Damage.
D6 damage. 3 damage. Take that.
2 wounds.
She will take it. That's 2 more wounds. She's now down
to
2.
4.
Down to 4. It's looking spicy. Right, we'll come back to you with the Redemptor shooting into something. Alright, so I did the 2 Storm Bolters from the Ballistas and the Redemptor.
Oh,
3
both
Storm Bolters,
ballistas.
yeah. Both Ballistas and the Redemptor into Shalaxi did 2 wounds, putting it down to 2.
1 wound.
Did 1 wound, putting it down to 3. Okay. And we have the Plasma, which has got 3 shots. So I brought off camera. Hitting into Shalaxi, hitting on 2s from the strat. And rerolling fails because of oaths. That is 3 hits. Strength 9, so winning on 4s with +1 to wound. Once again from oaths. 3 wounds.
This is going to hurt.
AP3, AP4 even, damage 3 apiece. 1 fail. 2 fail. 2 fails. 6 damage total.
Tempted to CP1.
CP off camera, see what happens. We'll come back to you guys with the damage results in a second. After that, he eventually decided not to CP roll. He's still alive on 1 wound.
Because Father Fun have been built different.
Yeah. However, Icarus Pod has got D3 shots. 2 shots. Hitting on 2s. 2 hits. And wounding on 4s with a +1. 1 wound. 2 damage. So fail. Get the Fiona Pains going.
5 up. Come
5
on.
ups.
Nope.
It's just about killed. Does she explode?
No.
No, almost there.
It's unfortunate. Shalaxi is dead.
Interesting. Alright. I think the next thing for me to shoot will be the Terminators over there into the Nurglings, and then we'll go into the charge phase. So the Terminators have attacked now, and they managed to get 9 wounds through onto the Nurglings so far from the Bolters. 6 up saves.
2 die.
2 die. And then we've got the missile frag. 2d6 shots. 4 shots. Hitting on 3s with sustained. That's 5 hits out of 4. Maths be like that.
Well done.
Hit 110%.
It's an interesting.
You know when people say dial it up to 11?
Oh no.
Just done. I'm not. So wounding on 3s. It's 3 wounds at 1 damage apiece. That's 2 fails.
Okay.
And the librarian then has got d6 attacks, not supercharging this time. 4 attacks. On 3s again. What's sustained? 2 misses. I'm just going to do the reroll for the unit. 3 hits.
You've got 2s.
3 is strength 5.
Strength 5.
2 wounds. D3 damage apiece. 1 fail. 2 fails.
Well, he's dead.
Total damage 4. And that is 1 more unit of Nurglings gone. So we'll see you guys in the charge phase. So onto the charge phase. The Redemptor is going to charge the Keeper of Secrets. Probably needs a basically
7.
impossible to fail, but the longer the charge the better because it wants to try and spring to the objective. So it's an 8. I'll move them afterwards and see you in the fight phase. So onto the Ultramarines fight phase now. I've got an interesting choice here because I've got 2 enemy units. Both my guys have got to fight first, but Aaron does have 2 CP to interrupt with either or. But I think for what it's worth, Keeper of Secrets is going to give me a bit more trouble. So I'm going to start there. I've got +1 to hit for the stratagem, but Keeper makes it -1, so it'll be hitting on 3s with 5 attacks and a Power Fist. 3 hits. Strength 12, so wounding on 3s. That is 1 wound. I'm going to do the reroll for the unit. 1 wound. With saves are. Fails. That is 3 damage.
Father, feel no pain. Shining shield.
Nice. Awesome.
She takes 2 wounds. She's down to 6.
Nice. Will you interrupt?
Yes, I most definitely will.
Cool. Alright. We'll get some dice ready and we'll see you for this combat. Right. So Demonettes versus Intercessors now. We've got 4 Demonettes and the Enrapturous into Soul Intercessor and Judicia.
Alright.
With.
So 2s because of the upgrade.
Nice.
Drops 1. That was, 5. Wounding on 4s. Oh yeah, rerolling hit rolls. I'm an idiot for the unit.
Nice.
So 2 devastating wounds. And then 6 AP 1 damage 1.
6 hit 1 damage 1. 4 up saves. That is 3 fails. So it's 1.5 Intercessors dead. 2.5 Intercessors dead, okay. And the Enrapturous.
She has 5 attacks. I'm pretty sure she only has 5. Yeah, 5 attacks in on 2s. Rerolling hits, luckily. Wounding on 4s. Oh jeez. 1 AP 1 damage 1 and 1 devastating wound. How was it?
Fires that. So that is 3.5 dead Intercessors. Right. And we'll do the fight back for them off camera. So, after all that, the Intercessors and Judicia just about managed to kill the Demonettes. I mean, they now hold the objective until they fail, obviously. And we had a little bit of a scrap here. They did 1 wound it to each other. So he's now on 9. Scrabbled by Nurglings.
Yeah,
not
Nurglings
liking it,
are doing work against our land raid.
we managed to absolutely squish the last one for a unit. So now there's only 3 models left there.
Just opened the door.
Yeah, exactly. It's tank shock when you, well, not tank shock, just...
It was shocked by a tank, so either way.
Yeah, you're squished by a tank. Right. Big demon, big dreadnought. Let's go.
Okay, so hitting on 3s because I'm bracketed.
Nice.
I dropped a dice. Wait. 3s. Drops 1. Strength 8.
Nice.
5s.
Yes. 2.
AP 3. Damage 3, please.
Nice. So 5 up saves.
6 wounds.
4 wounds. Because the Redemptor is -1 damage.
Oh, I forgot about
He's down to 8 wounds left.
Okay, then I have the claws.
Nice.
All
Awesome.
hit. Wounding on 5s again. 6s are devastating. So 1 AP 3 damage 3 again.
5 up.
So
Fail.
he took 6 wounds instead of 9 in total.
I'll take that as a win.
Yeah, he's still alive on 5.
I believe that's it for the Ultramarines' turn. So at the end of that, I scored some points. Must have done.
Extend battle lines.
Home, extend, done.
And then behind enemy lines you did not get.
No, and I will ditch that for a free command point in my next turn.
Got 2 points for extended battle lines.
Awesome. Math. Right, we'll see you in Demon's turn. So it's going to be a surprisingly fast game by the looks of it. It's Demon's turn 2. They drew Established Locus, and they kept
Cold Horde.
Kept Cold Horde. So we've got to kill 1 Terminator for Cold Horde, and we've got a big old Greater Noble Demon in my deployment zone who's got to establish Locus. So he's just going to sit there, super tough, and then come and get me next turn unless I get him.
Exactly.
So, but for primaries, he scored 2 objectives.
Yes.
Because Keeper of Secrets passed the leadership, managed to heal another 3 wounds back up to 8.
Back up to 8.
So
she likes that number.
being ever tough, and the Redemptor managed to Overwatch and do
0.
zilch.
But you did do 3 wounds to yourself in the process.
Yeah, from Hazardous, so no, not looking fun. But
I don't know, you got a pretty strong army today. So, and I did not bring any anti-tank besides Shellaxing.
So we're going to do your 2 shooting units. Got him and the Demon Prince. Demon Prince actually shimmying up, ready to take this objective off the Intercessors and Judicia. But actually, Judicia is now extra strength, extra attacks even, sorry, because he killed a character. It just stacks up over time.
True.
So, shooting attacks, who are you going to start with?
Before anything...
Okay.
I cannot shoot her because she fell back, but I can charge with her because of the army rule. So what I'm going to do, the Demon Prince, might as well try and go into the Dreadnought.
Yeah.
Might as well.
He's only on 2 wounds left, so he does have -1 damage. So
3 attacks, hitting on 2s.
Nice.
I love it. Wounding on 5s. No, strength 5, T10, 6s, right?
Yeah, well technically T11. So 1 wound.
AP 1, damage 1. Because of your thing. He
Fails.
takes 1 wound. Let's go.
Down to 1 wound left. And then straight to charge phase.
Yeah, it'd have to be straight to charge phase. I ain't got anything else.
Well, and once again, he's doing Established Locus, so he's going to sit there and do nothing. So charging.
Keeper into both of them.
Both the Redemptor and the Terminator unit. Nice. Awesome.
Makes the charge.
She's in.
I'm going to pop 1 CP.
Nice.
So basically, tank shock.
Nice.
So for this model, normally it would be for every model within engagement range. I roll 1d6, and every 4-up is a model wound to a maximum of 6. I don't think it's maximum. It's something like that. And then for a greater demon, I roll 6d6 in every 4-up.
Nice.
So your Dreadnought die?
We'll see.
Oh yeah, he's
quite possibly. Right. Does he blow himself up in the process?
We're about to find out.
Oh. So we've had 2 Slaanesh monsters make successful charges, and the Redemptor was killed but didn't explode. Fortunately though, I've got 5 first, so I'm going to hit the Demon Prince first with my Judicia.
I hate to say it, I might as well pop in now. I'm going to pop a once per game for the phase, 3-up pinball.
Nice. So 6 attacks now actually, because he killed a character. Hitting on 2s first. That is 3 1s. Love it. And I'm going to do a reroll actually now. Nice.
Oh no.
Into another 1. And winning on 5s, but reroll wounds because of Assault Intercessors. So that is 1 AP2, 2 damage.
Makes it anyway.
Plus, and then 2 devastating wounds.
2 dev, he's down to 8.
Nice.
And then, Thunderhammer,
3 attacks from the hammer. Yup. On 4s, 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. And then rerolls from Assault Intercessors. Because you're on an objective. That is 2 devastating wounds again.
So it just takes 4 flat wounds. I shouldn't have popped that.
The invuln save came in completely useless.
Down to 6.
Down to 6, nice. And then Keeper in 2 Terminators.
Yep, I'm no longer...
What's the AP for your attacks? Is it 2?
AP 3.
Okay, so there's no point me doing Armor Contempt. So
I was going to pop a Stratha +1 to win, but no CP.
Not much needed anyway.
And because I healed, no longer bracketed.
Nice.
2s.
Awesome.
Gotta love it.
It is a character unit.
3s. AP 3 damage.
For what it's worth, it is a character unit, so you can reroll.
Character unit, that's Shellaxing.
That's Shellaxing, right. In which case. 4.
I mean, I can reroll if you want me to.
What's damage 3, right?
Damage 3. Oh yeah.
Terminator. Dead. And captain, 4s, and damage 3.
He has a 4 of fluent upgrade, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
This means I will
Flesh
get Cull the Horde.
is weak. Flesh is a little bit weak. It's 2,000 the captain, so he's down to 4 wounds. And the Terminator is slain.
I will then have 4 attacks.
Nice.
Same thing. 3s. Drops 2. Wounding on 3s. 3 devastating wounds and AP 3 damage 3.
Invuln on the captain. Passes. And the 3 dev. You don't want to die. And takes 1 more wound. So captain's down to 3 wounds. The Terminator is slain.
And I will get Cull the Horde for that.
And yeah, he scores 5 points of Cull the Horde.
Yes.
Awesome. Right. So the only fight left now is the Demon Prince. We'll get back to you at the end of the Demon's turn 2. So the Demon Prince managed to kill both of those dudes. There's the Judicia and the Assault Intercessor Sergeant gone. And now we've got a slight mishap in the charge phase. So I'm caught it now before it got too late. We've had the Plague Bearers make a charge here. Managed to get a 12. They only needed like a 9, I think. Here.
Yes, they only needed.
And they mean to do a lot of damage to these Terminators. So are they AP1, I believe, right?
I believe these are AP1. Yes, they're AP1.
Okay, I'm going to pop CP for Armor Contempt. Try and keep my Termies alive.
That is completely understandable.
So, on to fighting.
So, they have 2 attacks each, and they're hitting on 3s, and the Poxbringer that I have is the Poxbringer, yeah. Poxbringer in the unit gives them crits on 5s with lethals.
Nice.
So, okay, amount of lethals.
Nice.
Drops.
Some dice.
Only 4, I'll take that.
Drops 4 and then gets lethals, not the same.
Yeah. Strength 4.
Nice. 5s.
Oi.
So is that 9 attacks total?
Yes, AP1, damage 1, please.
So 9 2-up saves on the Terminators. All completely fine.
Wait, you popped Armor Contempt, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, 4 attacks with the...
the little nurgling man.
Yep.
Boss boy.
3s, 2 lethals,
Nice.
2 hits, strength 5.
3 wounds then.
AP2 damage 2.
So 3-up saves.
So that one
That's a
Terminator.
dead Terminator. Nice.
I was expecting them to do more.
Just from this little dude with the cloak.
Yeah. I love him.
Angry boy. Alright, do the hit back with the Terminators there, and then we will finally get back to the end of Demon's turn 2. So, after that, the Terminators managed to kill 1.5 Plague Bearers back. We had the Captain and Ancient dueling a little bit. The Keeper of Secrets did 1 wound to it, but I highly doubt they'll be able to deal with her on their own. So, these two might have to get involved again, get stuck in.
They've done a lot this game.
Definitely earned their weight in las cannons alongside the Land Raider. So we'll do this fight in here in a second. That'll take no time. I'll probably do a wound each to
We'll just
each
get
other.
straight back to
And then,
straight to
yeah.
Ultramarine turn 3.
Yeah. Well, before that, your scoring, end of your turn. You got both your secondaries.
Yeah, Cull the Horde for 5 finally. And then establish Locust for 4 with Rotigus.
Nice. So, nice little 9-point bomb from the Demons there. On to Ultramarines turn 3. Start of the Ultramarines turn, they gained a CP, so both are 1 CP each, and they drew Recover Assets and Defend Stronghold. Yeah. They also got 4 points and 5 points of primary as well, still only holding 1 because of Demon shenanigans. Total for important things. These two have both moved a little bit, so he's got the +1 to hit from the Ultramarine, but he is doing Recover Assets. Land Raider stays still, just get a bit of DACA in there. Doubt the Nogans are going to kill him, but they're chipping away at him slowly. Did another wound in the fight phase. But we've got last gunners are likely going to go into her. Same thing from him to her. Both these two have fallen back, just so I can avoid the minuses and still get the oaths on him. Just guarantee more killingness. And then they can probably jump onto the objective in a second.
You know she's innately -1 to hit, right?
Yeah, but now I've got less. Is she innately -1 to hit?
She's innately -1 to hit every single time you target her, 5 phase or shooting phase.
Do a double check on the roll. I'm not saying it's wrong. We'll come back to that in a second. And then these guys have stayed in melee just because Demons. So, yeah, points wise, these two are doing the action. I'm going to start off with the Ballistus. into Keeper of Secrets. So, Slanesh Demons being Slanesh Demons. She is -1 to hit. But we've got Ballistas here, +1 hit from the Tech Marine, so basically as is. So we've got 2 attacks from the las cannon hitting on 3s. And rerolling from Oaths. There's 2 hits. Wounding on 2s with +1 to wound. 2 wounds. And your save, sir, is 1. 1 fail.
Damage.
Damage, it is hopefully a 6. So 5 will take that, 6 damage total.
Well, that is 6.
Right, yes.
5 I feel no pain.
Nice. So that's 5 damage.
Ouch. Now it's 2.
2 wounds remaining. I've got the missiles on 2s, 3s as well. 2 hits. Should have gone with the sustain thing.
Oh.
And no wounds, but re-rolls. 1 wound. Does D6 damage.
Damn, I might actually have to.
And I can CP the damage as well.
Yeah,
I've
I
used
know
the
you can.
faction reroll.
You can also shoot with a Land Raider.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Choices. Right. Fails it anyway.
Damage.
Damage. 4 damage. Can you make 3 5-ups?
I can make 2.
Make 2. That's not enough. She dead.
She
explodes.
Wait, does
Right.
she? Deadly Demise D6.
Okay. So we'll do the damage resolve and come back to the Land Raider. Probably shooting the Demon Prince. Okay, so Shalaxi blew up, or exploded, or lashed out, or warp energies. Did 1 wound to him, it passed the Field of Pain, and the Ancient took 2 mortal wounds. But next we have the Land Raider into the Demon Prince, hitting on 4s. Actually, I'm going to pop the strat to give him the sustained. So, because his vehicle gets sustained on 5s.
Damn, okay.
Hitting on 4s. What's your strat, sorry? You just changed your dice.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
CP,
reroll the
I
thing.
CP
CP reroll the
save.
save. Nice. Okay. Land Raider, hitting on 4s, sustained on 5s.
Damn, okay.
6 hits out of 4. 6 live cannons.
Imagine shooting a gun and hitting 150% of the time.
Yeah, insane.
That's disgusting.
Well, you can do some interesting combos. There's obviously this strat, but there's also... I swear it's a 2 CP strat, I can't do it. Being a twit, but... 4 hits.
Anyway.
Nice. Love making mistakes. But you can do an interesting combo of having a Tech Marine giving the lethals as well.
That's disgusting.
So, lethal sustained on 5s on big old tank. Disgusting. Imagine a Kratos with that.
Well, you just need to paint yours now, don't you?
Yes. Anyway. Wounding on 3s against the Demon Prince.
Yes.
3 wounds. I'm going to do the army reroll. 4 wounds on a 4-up pin run. 2 fails. He's got 6 wounds left. 4. He's already dead.
Yeah.
9 wounds to the Demon Prince. Does he explode?
Yeah, there was nothing within 6.
Still.
Does he explode?
Explosion. No. Cool.
Close though.
Alright. We're going to move into the fight phase now. Plague Bearers into Terminators. Terminators back. And we'll catch you at the end of the turn. Oh, and then we've also got Noglings and Land Raider. But once again, we'll probably do a wound each to each other. And leave it there. Right. See you at the end of Ultramarines turn. So, final results of that. 1 Nogling was killed, no damage done to the tank, and we lost another Terminator but killed 2 demons in the process.
Yeah.
Cool. But scoring wise, we've got the secondary here with recover assets from these 2, and we've got defense stronghold as well for holding this objective. On to demons, turn 3.
Aye.
So, during the demons command phase, they scored 15 points of primary because they're on 2 objectives. They're sticking with the Plague Bearers.
Both of these are sticky.
Yeah, and I'm only on the 1 objective back home. So, 1, 2 more. And for secondaries, they drew extend and no prisoners. Yep. But they had to redraw to get no prisoners. Spent CPs, they're still on 0.
Unfortunately.
So we've got these guys staying in melee again. And Rotigus shimmying around to go in. Give that Ballistas a nice little hug.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
After spitting on him with something.
Give him extra tongue. Look at that model.
Yes. So, shooty?
Yes.
Yeah? Let's go for it.
I will put this into your Tech Marine because I'm just within 12.
Is he outside of 3? Oh, it's 18 now.
Lone
Isn't
operative.
It? Yeah, 12, cool.
Is
Go for
12.
it.
Yeah. So 2d6,
Nice.
10 shots,
Nice.
which is a nice little thing. This is strength 7, flamer, AP 2, damage 1, devastating wounds. 1 dev. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was horrific.
Touch your dice, sir.
Yeah, sure. AP 2,
Fails. So 4 up saves. 1 fail and 2 dev.
1 dev.
1 dev. Okay, so 2 damage total.
Yeah.
Cool. So down to 2 wounds left, I believe. The Temporary is still alive. No other shooter for you, right?
Nope, just
Okay.
charge phase.
Cool.
Which
Rosgus.
will be Rogus.
Snot Boy, Dreadnought.
Oh, yeah.
Makes it with a 9. Come back to you guys in the fight phase. Onto the fight phase. Rosgus made his charge. As I said, giving him a massive hug. He's going to Nurgle hand him.
Aye.
Grab his gun and just shove it somewhere.
Abilities wise,
The Emperor doesn't shine.
he is given these guys +1 to wound.
Yes.
Sorry,
Plus
+1
one
damage.
So.
If you're not familiar with that ability, Roticus has an ability at the start of the fight phase. Pick one friendly unit within 18 invisible. They get +1 damage. It has to be a Noble Legion Demonica though.
Oh. So specific Nurgle upgrade for
It's
friendly
no upgrade.
Nurgle dudes. Well, ability.
Either
Whichever.
way.
Anyway.
So
Melee.
2s with lethals. Drops 1 lethal.
Nice.
Strength 8.
4 wins.
AP 3, please.
4. 5 up saves.
He's
That
dead.
is just flat 3 apiece.
Yep.
Does ooh. Not for the fun of it, he's going to auto explode.
Hell yeah.
And does. How many wins to Rotigus? 3.
To
And
the Tech Marine.
who
2.
was the Tech Marine?
Dead Tech.
Tech Marine's dead, and Rotigus takes 3 wounds.
Wee.
Probably a stupid precision, but
Stupid
fun.
precision. Wait.
Then
You did 3 wounds to Rogus, right?
yes,
He's down to 19.
nice. That's a whole lot of damage to a big old Greater Demon when I've got minimal character support left. I've actually got a little bit of characters here and there, but onto the fight phase over there. Well, we'll do that off camera. We'll come back to you guys at the end of the turn results. So for remaining fights, we've got the Plague Bearers left in a second, but for Rotigus fully killed him. He then blew up, wounds to him.
Nogling
And
got
Tech
ran
Marine.
over.
Nurgling's been squished now. Don't have to deal with them anymore. And they managed to kill 2 or 3 demons. So there's only a few left to kill them. So, Plague Bearers fighting melee on the Terminators.
3s, crits on 5s. Lethal, 2 hits. Wounds on 5s.
So,
AP1, please.
for AP1, that is 3 up saves.
Damage
1
2
fail,
apiece.
2 damage. So that will kill 1 Terminator.
That's 1 Terminator.
And the character.
Aye, 4 attacks. 3s. Strength 5.
Nice.
Come on. 2. AP2.
4 ups. Both pass.
Damn it.
Nice. Okay. End of Demon's turn. What was your scoring? Second
So-
dose. So you killed. Well, 2 units were killed for no prisoners. You didn't kill them, but they were killed.
Yes.
So you still score points for it.
4 points for that.
Nice.
Then extend battle lines.
Automatically done. Just hold 1.
Yeah, hold 1.
Hold 1 there.
So that's 5 points.
Nice.
Nice.
And
So-
then banners on that objective as well.
Correct.
Nice. So a massive 10-point boost for you.
Aye.
On
Would you
to-
like to hear the score so far, or would you like to wait till
Yeah,
the end?
let's go for it.
So currently you are on 34 and I'm on 60.
Nice. So bit of a slog for the Ultramarines, but we're getting there.
Slowly.
So on to turn 4. It's almost there, guys. Nearly there. Nearly all the demons. Well, I've actually nearly tabled the demons, to be fair. So
That's
I've
gonna be
just
your-
got to see if we
That's
can
gonna be the hard part.
absolutely blitz this guy and score some primary. There's a warm up for turn 5. But yeah. On to turn 4. Right, start of turn for Ultramarines. They started to oath a moment this guy, get him dead, kill him, die, demon. Well, purge. He won't die. He'll come back, but he'll be gone for a short while. For secondaries, I drew stem battle lines. No.
Secure no man's land and area denial, which
There we
I'm
go.
pretty sure you've already done.
So Cure I've got here, and Eric now I need to move a little bit more, but easy with the advance I got. So these two are both advanced, no shooting from them, He's not on that objective. He's not on that one. And these two are both on this one. So next turn I should get quite a lot of points of primary. But I need to get this guy dead so he doesn't kill me in response.
He's most likely going to kill you in response if you don't.
So, he's going to die. What I will do is I will actually pop the stress on the Land Raider now. So we get sustained on 5s against you.
This
is plus 1 to hit.
This is where you only roll 4s.
I know. Fishing Willows. So, start the shooting phase. Land Raider. Rotigus. Hitting on 3s. Nice. And that is 3 more hits.
Jesus.
7 hits out of 4. I will take that. Wounding on 3s with plus 1 to wound.
Yes.
Not too bad. That's 5 wounds out of 4 attacks. On your Inventor.
Oh, 3.
3 fails. 3 plus 3d6. We'll do the damage of camera, but that looks like many.
6.
So Rotigus, after taking 4 last cannons to the face, now on 3 wounds left. I've taken 16 damage total.
Well, you say 4 last cannons, so you took more than 4 last cannons.
Well,
Sustained, you hit 3 with.
Yeah. So, Heavy Bolter, 3s, and Oaths, and Sustain. And winning on
5s.
5s with plus 1 and twin linked.
What?
Where have these rolls been?
He's
2 damage
dead.
apiece.
He's dead.
Rotigus has been killed. Does not explode.
Just cleanly off the board.
Now
Wow.
the only thing left to do is the Plague Bearers.
I've never seen your Land Raider do anything like this.
Me neither. I am
you
slightly
need-
liking this detachment now.
Yeah.
I need another Tech Marine. So,
It's your like second time using Tech Marine after saying, oh, he's okay.
I think I did myself a favour by putting my Land Raider not where Shalaxi was
You
straight away. So, because previously that's been a bit
I
of
was tempted to run her that way, but
let's change it up. So, but Land Raider decimates him, and Ballistus is just left hanging. He's like, what are we going to shoot now? Actually,
nothing.
absolutely nothing because of engagement range. So,
I could hit you first anyway.
fight phase. Let's see what happens. So we just finished the fight phase. We're going to do scoring for demons in a little bit. I don't think there's much that they can do. But these three or four little dudes managed to kill 2 Holy Terminators. Disgraceful.
Well, he killed both of them.
Well, yeah. And one of them wounded. So, end of that. It's the table. Demons will do basically nothing. We'll see you guys in a second for end of game, I guess. There's not much point in me shooting you, but we'll see what happens. So, looking somewhat dire for Demons. Got a feeling that Ultramarines will be able to pull it off just about if primaries aren't interrupted. But that's their plan. So stick at this objective here. They're trying to press for this one to get one of their secondaries of secure no man's. So if they can get on this objective at all, and the captain, well, even if the captain doesn't die, if the captain doesn't kill 2 of those dudes, then he loses the objective.
We're about to find out.
So yeah, makes the charge. Nice. And then he got secure no man's land and recover assets. So couldn't do assets. They're trying to gun for no man's land and get the captain gone.
We're about to find out,
So,
shall we?
Fight phase. Yeah, I'm going to pop Armor Contempt.
Yep.
Try and make him a bit more survivable.
Them.
Let's go.
2 crits, 2 hits.
4 wounds
Would be 81.
on a 2-up save.
Takes 1
And
wound.
a 4-up Furna Pain. Passes.
Forgot about that.
And the
4
character,
4 attacks.
Pop Springer.
Basically the same thing. 1 hit, 1 drop, 1 wound.
It's 3 wounds.
Maybe 2.
2-ups. Oh, 3-up save then. Fails.
Damage 2 each.
He's possibly dead.
Yeah,
He is
kills
gone.
another character.
Nice.
I swear, this little man will just not stop killing characters every single time we use
Killed by a Nurgling.
Yes!
Not loving that. Right.
He's killed your Terminator Librarian and your Terminator Captain. How do you feel? I'm nerding.
I feel like turn 5 scoring.
Well, he is dead.
He's dead.
And that means I got Secure No Man's Land for 5 points.
Nice. Awesome. All right. I'll do a quick run of turn 5, give you guys a summary at the end, and we'll have a bit of post-game discussion afterwards.
Aye.
All right, final turn for the Ultramarines. I know we said we'd skip it, but there's some interesting stuff that could happen. So I had to redraw about 5 times. I kept getting cards that I couldn't do or like was impossible to do at all. So, but we finally ended up on Sabotage and
Storm
Hostile Objective, meaning I need to try and take this objective. Ancient's going to come around, he's going to punk him in the face with a hammer. The Land Raider is doing the action for Sabotage on this terrain feature, so got a trench line. And the Ballistus is going to do a little bit of firepower into them, and they are also my oath target. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Right, Ballistus is going to shoot as much as it needs to be into it. The last cannon's hitting on 3s, and reroll from oaths, 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. That's 2 saves for you. Next one fails one. That is minimum damage 2, so that's 1 guy dead. And then the missiles. How many wounds does the character have?
I believe he has 5.
Okay.
He also has a 5 up feel no pain.
Okay, cool. Missiles will definitely shoot then. 3s and oaths, nice. And wounding on 2, strength 10. There's 1 reroll for the ability. 2 wounds for Iron Storm. 2 wounds.
Fails one. Damage.
Takes 1 wound on the dude.
And then
fails
it, so you kill 1 dude.
So yeah, two ones in a row. Kills the little side unit, but now they lose the oath. So this will be interesting. We'll quickly measure up the charge, but the roll I get for it is a 5. Not sure if that's in. No.
You will not get that. No.
Just out. Okay. In that case, we'll do final bits of scoring and we'll come back to you guys in a second. So, final parts of the game. Ended, well, quickly actually. Land Raider did a little bit of Overwatch on the little gremlin dude. Came running around doing action in the trench. Got blitzed. Last guy in the face and the heavy water finished him off. He's gone. So, ended the game at... Yes, you could see him.
Fair. Just wanted to make sure.
Sneaky little nurgling. Sneaky little hobbitses.
Yeah, if you didn't Overwatch me, I would have scored 97 points.
No. However, still ended on 94.
94 in my favour to 57. Yeah. So quite a landslide somehow, even though I was running a lot of stuff that doesn't have much OC.
Yeah.
The thing that really came in clutch was the Plague Bearers. They were really, really good.
I think as well, me being a bit cagey, like didn't really get to that objective. I didn't score any points on that objective or this one, and I only got 1 round scoring on this, I think. So most of my primary came from that.
It's your first time running this whole detachment, and obviously you do Terminators quite a lot. Yeah, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But you don't normally play a lot of Dreadnoughts, especially this way. So it's something to definitely expand on. I would say spread out a little bit more.
Yeah. A bit more ball control.
Yeah, I recommend
limited models.
trying to focus on like one thing to buff instead. If you can get a second Tech Marine, right, you're gonna be sorry.
I'm gonna need one for my third company. It's gonna take the Fire Rust model from the Iron Hands of a Grovis model, but rules wise still a regular Tech Marine. So
either way, at the end of that was a good game.
Nice.
Appreciate
good game, sir. Awesome.
Well, that's what, the second time you've ever tabled me? Out of the 11 years we've been playing?
Yeah, I'll still take that as a win. Managed to kill all the nerdlings.
54 next time?
Yeah.
Sweet.
30 Terminators. Again.
Well, you lost last time against that.
Because you had loads of demons as well. Well, greater demons. But
I had 3. The same amount as this time.
It's more than there should be. There should be -7. Well, there shouldn't be any demons.
You finally cleared a board of demons for once. How do you feel?
Grey Knights. So
much for Gene Cult.
I'm going to do Grey Knights as well.
No, do Gene Cult, because then you can vote with my nids.
True. It'll be good for our sort of community games we have. Have some sneaky shenanigans.
No, it should be fun either way.
Yeah. So, but it was an awesome game. It's the first time running the Ultramarines channel, first time having demons on the channel as well.
Aye.
So it was nice to have that sort of change up. Once again, we'll be working on things like terrain and models, and if there's any crappier bits of video, we'll work through them. So, but leave a comment if there's any advice, any preferences, any new units.
We should know.
Yeah, if there's any sort of model reviews or new armies coming out that you guys wanted to see, then feel free to let us know in the comments below. And the only other sort of shout outs we have is that where you got your Slanesh Demons from.
Yeah, so I got all my Slanesh Demons from, I'd say, a friend that I brought them off. He was selling them off, and I was able to get them from him. I am not that good at painting compared to him.
Yeah. So
honestly,
thank you, Gitsnick.
Gitsnick, yeah, that's it. We'll tag him down below. I recommend going and look at his stuff. He is absolutely amazing at what he does.
Yeah.
And at one point, if we can, we'd like to get him off on the channel, if that's possible.
Yeah, it'd be awesome to see him. So I believe he's done some games with Winters and such, sort of quite a well-known community member, I believe.
He's good.
So, but yeah, that was just a random Instagram post saying like, "Oh, I'm selling these." I was like, "Okay." Aaron likes Demons. I'll send it to him. Okay,
I'm glad.
cool.
I'm glad I got him.
2 weeks later, Demons Army.
Yeah.
So
They're amazing.
yeah, you're looking forward to Emperor's Children.
Yeah, I hate to say it, just like I said earlier in the thing, I think I'm going to focus on potentially the Cocharadons first, just because I want to do them for a while.
Nice.
The only downside is not having official models.
No, true. So yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I'll bring some more out. Obviously, over time, our quality will get better. We'll get better as people. And we won't make as many rule slip-ups.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully.
So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one.